you're rolling?
Oh yeah. I can circle around if you're not ready. It's not a big deal.
All right.
I'm just gonna have to disappear for about a minute and then I'll be up. Yeah.
All right, well, we'll just circle around, I guess. Awesome, I see your gear going up.
I was wondering.
Terrain ahead.
The sloppy landing gear.
Yeah, it is.
Terrain ahead. Terrain ahead. Pull up. Terrain ahead.
And you know, one reason why I really wanted to get the 182 was because it's the more sporty version, you know, with the landing gear, and I think it's got a little bit more power than the normal 172.
Yeah, so it's kind of like in between.
Yeah,
which is kind of cool.
Yeah, so I gotta work on that.
I'm just circling around here.
All right, I'm on final.
$500.
Good.
Oops, a little hard. That's all right though.
What happened?
Nah, hit it a little too hard, but that's all right though.
Give it a little firm. Yeah, your descent was a little. It dropped off there. That's a little deceiving because from coming in there, it looked like it was a lot shorter than what it was once we got down.
Yeah, exactly.
So I was trying to aim short as well.
Turn around a little bit
more. For reference, the next about only 2 miles away. Elevation 4,700 feet.
Okay. You doing all right out there, Tim?
I think I might make this.
Give you the Mr. Miyagi. There is no can. There's only do.
You're right. All right, I see you coming in. You're being recorded. No pressure.
No pressure. No pressure at all. Don't bounce. Don't leave a divot in the runway like Robbie did.
Brakes.
I'd say. In the tree. Hey, man. I'll tell you what. Most of the people I bring out here can't even find the airport. You found it, at least.
Oh, dear. That was funny.
Hey, it's all in fun out here, man. And you know, like I said, you really want to learn how to fly GA, this is where and this is with who. Because he has sent me through some places, and I'm just like, I can't do this. There is no way. And I mean, he would literally just drop it right on in the hole. Like the one airstrip that we did when we took off from what's that little island off of Cali?
Catalina Island.
Catalina Island. We took off there, and then when we went to that next spot, I mean, it was literally like in a valley, like hidden.
Yep.
Yeah, that was pretty rough.
It is a lot about getting the balance of the airplane and being comfortable flying at slower speeds. Just maintaining that. So like with this airplane, 60 is pretty much the limit. Anything below that, you're kind of risking falling out of the sky, right?
Yeah.
So I work on my prop pitch and my power setting as I'm coming in, and just really focus on that and keeping the airplane pitch properly. Are we ready for that next leg there?
Yeah, you got the lead
Okay.
on this one, so.
Copy that. Right side there, Tim.
Okay.
We're rolling.
Be a 180 out of here, so be advised.
Copy.
I think I'm gonna do the 180 this way. Look at the drop off here.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Alpha Yankee Golf Whiskey is our next one.
Okay.
I think I see it right down there. Yep, down there below us. So I'm gonna pull back power. I'm gonna float to the right and try to make an approach in down the valley there.
Okay. I think you made a hard 180, huh?
Yeah, hard 180 to make a left hand.
Okay. Yeah. See, I swung out a little further. That's okay though.
Yeah. Apologies.
I'll come back around. I think I see where
Yeah.
See, you know,
Get
something that I found amazing is with this new 750, the TDS model.
Yeah.
Now, even though it uses Navigraph, for some odd reason, it doesn't pick up these little airstrips. You know, these little mini runways. But the Navigraph tablet that I use on my Yoke, it shows all of them. It's kind of weird to me.
It is. Top, drop it in.
Bring it down here. I think I might be coming. Okay, there you go. I see you. Oh, that's literally right around the corner.
Yep. Man, wait till you see that video. I just stall horned it right on the landing. Beautiful.
Coming in. Steep angle, but that's alright.
Yeah, it is a pretty good incline.
Yeah. Let's see if I can get that. There's Tim right in front of me.
$500.
Oh, that was a bit better.
So I wanted to show you something, Robbie, with this new setting. Let me turn back.
Cool.
I don't know if this does this for you or not, and you'll have to let me know soon. Let me know when you can see.
All right. Parking brake set. Oh, got it loaded in. Ready, Tim?
Yep.
So I'm gonna go down and up and to the left here is where to get around the terrain.
Copy that. Right behind you.
You know. Nice. Oh, it's elevation 3,700. What's next?
Copy.
Yeah, so I noticed in your watching your video how that looks now. It does look 10 times better. Like the wings, your seating positions kind of has a lot more realism to it.
Yeah.
I was thinking. I had the 50s in mind there for a little while, and that was one of the things where I always try to get that. I wish there's I guess maybe I may have to sit down with you sometime and maybe figure out what you changed in there and see if maybe what you took out, maybe you can maybe start over again and not take that part of it out, just change your seating position, if you will. Because I feel like you just took out code, right?
Yeah, all I did
Yeah.
was go into the aircraft CFG file
Yeah.
and commented out the interior. And all I did was pretty much delete everything that the interior has to offer. So all you see is, like I said, the wingtip, the cowling, and the prop.
Yeah. Which is ideal for somebody like you that with your setup the way it is, for sure.
Right. I just wish that we could have something like PlaneMaker and X-Plane to really do the same thing without having to do that, you know, because like I said, by doing that, it really messes with everything.
Right. Next airport site here.
Yeah, I see it.
500.
Flip that hill. It's like a fairly long runway, and it's like it's a little uphill.
Yeah, I don't know if okay, I'm right, coming in right on your right hand side. That's crazy.
So right now, Robbie, I'm right about 65, 66 knots.
I'm right next
Full
to you.
flaps.
A little hard, but still good.
Yeah. I like to turn on the G's app. Do you have it?
No, what's that?
It rates your landing. It tells you, kind of gives you your feet per second, your drop, all that. and you can do it at any time. So
Oh, that's right. I think you gave that to me.
yeah. All you have to do is just go double click the little icon thing. It's probably in your community folder. It's called GEES, and that worked good.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check on that. It's with this. That is so awesome.
What's that?
The 182.
Yeah.
So 60, 58 to 60 is about stall speed for this one.
Yeah.
With a good decent, I mean, with runways like this or little airstrips like this, I can stabilize at about 70.
Yeah.
Once I start getting below 70, she started getting a little finicky.
Here's a trick that I've used just tonight since we've been doing this, and really you got to be ready for put the power back on when you do it. So let's say you're coming into a runway and it has a 4,500 foot elevation. All around it is a mountain, so it's kind of up on its own little area, right?
Yep.
What I'd like to do, if I'm going too fast, I'm coming in and I know that, I'm going to anticipate it. So I'll put my prop all the way up, and then I'll make sure I have like about a quarter throttle, and I'll pitch my nose down, and I'm going to gain a little speed, but I'm also trying to crab a little bit. It's almost like give it a little bit of a slip.
Yep.
And I'll get below that elevation of that runway on the other side of the mountain. On this side of the mountain is if we were to approach it. And then as I come up, I put the other last set of flaps on, and then I'm waiting for that speed to drop off for me to catch it with the throttle.
So you're not full flaps coming in.
Not all the time. It just depends on the approach. My approach, what speed I come in with, am I set up or not? Like tonight, those last couple stops here, I've been kind of on my game and paying attention. But if I'm just coming in and I see the runway and I try to dive bomb it and get it the first time, these are easier ones. What I'm trying to point out, but
right.
You were alluding to earlier about dropping in on airports. That's kind of a little trick. So if you don't have that option, obviously a slip's probably a good thing, or just to go around, obviously. But I stall out, kind of leave my speed, get my speed drop down to that 60 mark, and I'll wait. And when I have just about treetop level distance from the ground, I'll kind of let the nose drop down, and I'll come in and try to do my flare at the same time.
Makes sense.
So when you're doing that little bit of slip and your nose is pitched up a little bit, you're kind of scrubbing off speed really quick. You got to be ready to catch it, if that makes sense. Because if you don't, you're going to stall out and go to the left or the right.
Whoa, Tim, what just happened to you?
Tim going on the go around.
I saw him do a touch and go, and I looked over to the right, and all of a sudden I just saw him kind of do like a barrel roll, like he just went left and never came back. All right, did you recover?
No.
Try that again. Tim, if you want to take off, you can. Or if you need me for direction or whatever, I can take off.
Yeah, I think I need to follow. I lost sight of you both, and then I couldn't see the airfield, which is why I came in at some crazy angle.
Yeah, Rob, we definitely need to get him hooked up with GTN, man, because that would solve all the issue of knowing where he's at and where to go,
Yeah, I'll have to take this and load it, and you're gonna have to show me how to do the whole Google Drive thing again so I can send it to him.
Oh yeah, I may still have that link, so fix.
That's awesome to see both you guys right here in front of me. Beautiful sight.
Yeah, I love this game. I cannot wait till the new version comes out. I'm really excited to see what that brings.
Yeah, I hope it definitely brings us some more with for GA.
Yeah. I think we're gonna have to make a decision to get over this mountain here. So
I think we need to go right. Come
yeah,
up
I'm
over
with
that
you on
lower
the
ledge
right.
there.
Gotcha.
Tim, you right back there? I kind of passed you up. You got full throttle set?
Yeah, I don't understand why I'm so slow compared to you two.
Are your flaps all the way up?
Yep.
Yeah, I bet it's this pitch, prop pitch.
True. Is your prop pitch full forward?
Yep. I just get no speed on this. Even on takeoff, I'm like, it's just no speed.
It just seems like there's no
Understand.
speed. Something seems not to be set right.
Yeah.
Because these things got power. Okay, cool. That is cleared.
I'm not even going to make these trees, I don't think. I've only got like 80 knots.
Yeah, just keep coming up. You'll just have to ride the treetops all the way up.
We'll throttle back.
Do you trim your airplane as well, Tim, on the run like this?
Which trims?
I'm sorry?
What, the elevator and aero?
Yeah, the elevator trim, yeah.
Well, when I trim them, there's a bug, and it crashes Air Manager on my one anyway.
Where am I going?
Yeah, I mean, that's probably a huge problem right there. If your airplane's not trimmed as you're going there, if it's trimmed up or trimmed down as far as, when you're taking off, all of them should have a takeoff tab where the trim should be set along with the flaps, when you take off. So you when you hit the button, something else happens, or?
I programmed them a controller, so I had a rudder trim, elevator ailerons, but when you use them after about 15 seconds, Air Manager crashes. So I googled it, and a lot of people said, yeah, there's a bug on the trims, setting the trims.
What manager thing are you talking about using?
Air Manager, or like my displays, my dials.
Okay, copy. All right, so that's code one.
So I can change the thing, but then I don't see anything. I lose all my instruments.
Alright, I got you. You seem to be doing pretty good now.
I don't know where I'm going though. I need to follow someone.
Well, you're right in front of me. Kaz, where you at?
I'm right here. I don't know where you guys need to come to your left. We're way over here. The airport is over here to my left even.
Hold on, you said Alpha? Let me check this again.
Alpha Yankee Hotel X.
Oh, that's not coming up for some reason. Okay.
Come to your left. Do you see me over here now?
I'm looking for you.
So
Come back over
let
this
me-
ledge here. What's your heading right now?
126. I'm sorry, 13. Yeah, 126. Sorry. Yeah.
Okay. Coming back around.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use a slew, and I'm just gonna come to you guys real quick. Then I'll have you follow me.
Yeah, I kind of passed you up coming over that top, and
Yeah.
pretty much it. I took the easy route.
Yeah. So I'm gonna drop down here, right here in front of you.
Okay, I got you. I got you in front of me, and Tim, you are off to my left. Okay, yep, turn right. He should be
Okay.
right off your nose.
Yeah. So what we need now is a left. We're gonna come left. I'm gonna put my nose on the runway here. I'll give you a heading here in a second.
I think I see it right off in front of me
You still have visual on me?
here. Yep, I got you on the site.
If I need to slow down or something, just let me know.
Is it right off at R12?
Actually, no, it would be, it's going to be on my nose here in a second. I'm going to put my heading on it. So, 084, right east. And again, the other situation we're going to run into is the elevation out here with the mountains, because it's going to be on the other side of another bit of mountain here. I don't know if you guys want to swing to the right and come around in there, or you just want to follow me.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep you in my scope.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go. I'll make it easy out here.
Is the runway 21?
Let's what 35 and 17. Alpha Yankee Hotel X-ray.
Yeah, it's not pulling up on the 750.
Goroka. And actually, it should be pretty good sized airport too.
I lost Tim. Tim, where you at?
I can see you both. It's difficult to work out which way you're both going on this.
Okay, I am going, as of now, to keep him on my nose, I'm going a heading of 120.
Okay, I think I need to go forward a bit and then turn right in.
So you say you can follow headings a lot easier for now because you don't have a GPS?
Yeah, I'm kind of lost here because I've got no map at all, so I just
Yeah, geez, the GTN offers that alone, which is so great about that program, you know.
Man, and let me tell you something. After swapping over to the TDS from the PMS,
I meant to ask you about that.
man, it is a huge difference. Now, don't get me wrong, the PMS 50 is a great piece of software, but coming over to the TDS, because it's practically a Garmin 750 from the real aircraft, so the functionality is there. You have all features that it has to offer. The response is so much better. The color is there. Like, just overall, and one thing that sticks out to me the most is the fact that when you are sitting at an airport or whatever, it's automatically loading in taxiways, runways, automatically. So it's not, I don't have to actually physically go in and pull a chart up to see where I'm at. It's already loaded. Now, I normally back it up with the tablet, you know, on the Yoke, but I like that feature. It's amazing. So yeah, TDS GTNXI is, yeah, I won't change it. Alright, Tim, we are on a descent. Still on a heading of about, 120, we'll say 110.
Okay, I'm right with you both.
Okay, cool. Make sure you're with us. If you have any questions, feel free, man. This is what we do, man. We just talk and throw ideas and information back and forth, so don't be afraid to ask questions or just talk about anything. This is what we do. It's all about fun here, learning.
Yeah, cool, thanks.
that it off our nose? You said it was Hirowana, correct? Uh-oh.
I don't know how I got muted there, but I'm sorry. What did you say, Robbie?
I was saying we're going to Hirowana.
Hero. This is Goroka, if I'm not mistaken. I see the runway.
Yeah, I kind of lost you. You kind of disappeared there for a second. I saw you descending.
Yeah, I'm to your left, hard left here. I'm surprised in your standalone thing there you can't plug that address in. That's
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's the one thing I don't understand is the smaller little airstrips. It just won't seem to pull up. Is it? Are you? Am I above the airstrip, or it? Oh no, I see it. I got you now.
See me now?
Yeah, I got you.
Fine.
Why is it? Another thing I'm getting used to as well is I've been working on a motorized trim wheel, and so for the time being I'm actually using electric trim on the yoke. So
Yeah.
that's still something to get used to.
You know, one thing I've done with that,
500.
and just to give you a alternate method with that, you know, tapping it with the trim versus holding it down for like a second maybe while you're pushing. So let's say, for instance, you're wanting to go down, nose down. I use my trim, which would be up. I'm pushing up on mine. I'm sorry, that'd be down. Got myself turned around. Yeah, it would be pushing up. So I'm pushing forward on the control while I'm pushing the trim at the same time. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I got you. I know.
So what's happening is when I just operate the trim by itself like that, I'm not getting the same as far as quickness of it leveling out. So if I'm trying to get up in the air and get myself leveled out, flight level, where I can almost like let go of the controls and just let it fly, that trim happens a lot better when I'm doing it while I'm using the control versus just while I'm flying straight with no input from the controller.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to drag off in that conversation, but it is definitely something with the X52, maybe with other controls. I'm not sure. Using the electronic part of it versus having an actual dial is what my argument was.
Yeah,
there.
I mean, I have mine set up the same way. So down is up and up is down. It just seems the incrementation of
Yep.
you know the trim actually moving.
There's no fine tune.
Well, it seems like it's even a more finer tune on the yoke versus having a mechanical trim wheel. Because for me to use the trim wheel that I have, it was just a potentiometer. You know, it was a very, very basic trim switch. So all I could really do is, you know, show its, you know, full value to, you know, from 0 to full pretty much. Well, it'll be like plus 16,383, 0 being center, and then negative 16,383 for, you know, the other side. But a little bit of movement, you know, you're talking a lot more in the trim. So I can never really get my trim to set correctly. With this, I can. But because I'm so used to trimming out on that thing, this is a little more awkward for me. So, but hopefully here within the next week or so, because I think I need to order me a new servo, I should be able to get this thing to function the way I want it to.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah. One thing I like about building this sim is I've learned a lot in, you know, wiring and somewhat coding and, you know, all that good stuff when it comes to sim
Right.
builds. You still with us, Tim?
Yeah, I lost you, so I've been trying to find the airfield, and I think I found it now.
Let me get the drone up, see where you're at here.
I'm looking for you.
Yeah, let's go over to you.
Did I drop out of both of your guys' thing? Because I know at one point I had you in my scope cast and then it went silent. Okay, I see you. You
Yeah,
are.
keep coming, yeah.
We should be off to your left.
Yeah, I can see it now.
We got to figure out why your power is not acting right. That's weird. $70-75 is a good kind of a sweet spot with approach and full flaps. Once you get below 70, she kind of want to start really dropping and stalling. Keep that manifold pressure up about 18, 19. You should be good. Nice.
Into the forest.
Into the forest, looking for the Sasquatch. I'm having a hard time getting any speed, though, I can tell you that.
We'll keep Tim in the middle. Yeah, you look a little sluggish taking off there, Cass.
Yeah, it's a little rough getting out of there. I got live weather on, so I didn't see if we had headwind there.
We got nah, it was just a little 1 knot crosswind.
Was it? Yeah.
Yeah, so no wind coming off of that, really.
Yeah, you guys come to your left, right? That's what you guys are doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I didn't know if you see me over here to your left.
Yep, I got both of y'all in front of me.
I'm like him. It was hard to tell the direction. I just see lights. Sounds like World War III going on outside right now in my house.
Oh, wow.
Lots of people shooting off fireworks. I live out in the county.
It's crazy. I live smack dead in the city, and these people in this neighborhood, man, I tell you, they can care less about, you know, noise ordinance and all that stuff. They just do what they want.
It's our world right now, ain't it?
Yeah, nobody follows rules and laws no more.
I want to follow the rules and laws and not put myself in a position where I can't get out of where I'm going here.
I hear that. Tim is right there underneath you.
So So that I was gonna climb that area, but I'm gonna have to go this way, swing around to this next airport, because I don't think I have enough to get up over that mountain there.
Tim, it looks like you're just almost at stall speed. You okay?
Yeah, I'm at 70 knots, but I've lost everybody again. So
Okay,
I'm just
just
doing a circle.
do a 180. Turn completely around to a heading of about
137 right at the moment.
yeah, 137, 15, somewhere around there.
500.
You ducked underneath Cass and then you just made a left.
Yeah, once I'd gone past him and I couldn't see either of you, so I didn't know where I was going again. It's a nightmare without having a GPS link.
Gotcha. Have you turned around far enough to see us?
Yeah, I can see you both. Yeah.
Okay. Right now, let's see. I'm kind of telling him at a good distance of about 110 or about 105 knots.
We're gonna be turning for this airport over here to our left here.
Samai.
Let's see what the name of this. No, yeah, it doesn't. This says Port Morse, but that's that.
Once you come around that top, if you don't see us, we'll be turning roughly see, I got it in my scope.
115.
115.
Again, you know, that's the hard part about navigating up here in the mountains. You can kind of give out a heading, but you know, because of the terrain, it's like you got to go around the mountain to get something. So the heading's always changing.
I'm trying to keep my distance from you so he can keep an eyesight on me.
Yeah, I see you both behind me there. I'm at 7,000 feet currently. The airport's going to be on our left-hand side.
Runway 02.
My left side.
I mean runway 02, I'm sorry.
Let's,
Right across the river.
20, yeah, 20 or 02, correct, yeah.
Alright, I know I see us. I know where we're at.
Robbie, if this is the last time I get to hang out for another 6 months, man, it's been fun.
Oh, don't do that to me now. Don't don't do that.
He said, "Don't put that on me, Ricky Bobby."
Nah,
Don't
this
put
is just
that evil on me.
this is just the beginning, man. We should be all right now. When that old PC went down on me, and it just really threw me all off, man.
Oh no, I got you. Giving you a hard time. I'm glad to see you back, man. This is fun. I love sharing something that I've got to experience so many times and just learn so much about, to share that information with somebody else, especially with flying, man. Flying is just such a passion.
It is. And like
awesome.
I said, you know, being in the Air Force and flying all over the world for 10 years, man. Well, 4 technically, but you know, I've done a couple tours flying, but as far as actually being in a C-130 and flying everywhere, you know, with the last 4 years of my career, and man, it just really changed my approach to aviation. I mean, I've always had love for it, but being able to actually fly and actually fly the 130, you know, it definitely just put me in that position to just continue on what I enjoy doing and building the sim. Well, the second one, which I think I find this one more fun than my 747 build.
I didn't realize you're building one of those.
Yeah, if you go on my channel and go back to like my very first 3 videos, man, that was my 747 build. It was still in building in the making when I dropped those videos. So, and I only did 3. I continued building after those 3, but I never really got to finish it. So it was a fun build. It was my very first one. spent a lot of money, and you know, that was FSX days, so no matter what you threw at it, it just wasn't.
Yeah.
It was never satisfied.
Man, the new FMS panels that they're offering, like for like $130, they're like a little tablet thing. So awesome. I love how that stuff's coming about.
Yeah, technology has definitely changed the game for flight simulation.
And making controls affordable. I think that's the thing with most people don't realize that, you know, with this game, well, the simulation in particular, you really need to have controls that go along with what you're doing.
Yeah.
You know, they don't have to be super high quality, but in the same time, there needs to be some, like we were referring to on the trim a while ago, about being some fine tuning. You know, that's important, especially when you're trying to dial in, you know, landings or your trim in general.
Yeah, I mean, because in places like this, you kind of need to be precise with.
Yep.
Tim, you still back there with us?
Yeah, I lost you all again. I was following you, and you turned left, and then you both disappeared.
Okay, you have no way of following the river. Can you see a river? Probably not, because it's down in the valley. I tell you what, I'm gonna do a flyover of the runway. I got you in front of me or behind you, Cuz.
Yeah, to my left now. I don't know what the runway heading is, so.
Runway heading is gonna be.
Like when I see it, I'm at the wrong angle.
Runway heading should be 02.
Heading airport's right here, by the way.
I see it. I'm gonna go around.
Okay. I'm gonna swing it in here real quick.
I see you. And I'm gonna go back and get in.
This thing flies so beautiful. That's just.
Do you still see us, Tim?
Yeah, I've got you sort of out to my right, so I think I'm.
Okay, I'm gonna come around because he just landed right below me. So I'm gonna see if I can bank this thing to the left without hitting the mountain and come back and get you.
Come back up, join into the fun. That's a fun little airport right there.
I see you taking.
Kind of pops up at the end of the valley there.
Yeah, I see you taking off down the runway right now. All right, I got you in front of me, Tim. You're at my 12 o'clock.
Yeah, I think I've got to turn right.
Yep. So it looks like you're actually on a westerly heading.
Yeah, not far.
You should be turning into me. Come to about a 360 heading. Okay, you should be seeing me coming right at you.
Yeah, I've got it.
Alright, so if you keep going in that direction, you should see the airstrip right. It'll be pretty much at 1, 2 o'clock.
Yeah, I've got it.
Alright, I'm getting turned around.
Yeah, Tim, I'm at your 9 o'clock low. Sorry, check that 3 o'clock low. It'll be right behind you in just a few seconds. The airport's right in front of you there. Yeah, Tim, there you go, brother. Yeah. And so that you just tried to force it right there just a little bit and you landed midfield. If you're going to force it per se, Tim, give yourself an early landing so you have enough to get on the ground and be able to use the brakes on the airplane. If you're going to try to force a landing, you know. Not saying what you did was forced, but it, you know, you landed midfield with a lot of down. You dropped at the very last second, a real hardcore there.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Yeah,
I think some of these trees are so high as you come in to drop over them. But
so just think about this: when you're getting, you could see the runway and the trees drop in there. What I like to do as soon as I see the trees kind of where they're going to disappear and the runway is there, I'll start trying to aim my nose towards that ground where I can kind of flare and still get my wheels down and maybe slow down enough with the brakes. The other thing is the prop pitch, turning that all the way down will help you slow down as well. And full flaps, of course.
Okay, yeah, I don't really understand the lever, to be honest. No, I need to read that.
The what now?
The prop, I don't use that prop lever. So
the pitch? Yeah, that's important. Yeah, because if you're not touching that at all and there's nothing set to it, then it's set at idle or at the middle one, which would explain your lack of power.
That was horrible.
Yes, I watched that. Bouncy McBouncerton.
Yeah, that was a pretty rough one.
Hey, you're here, somewhat in one piece.
Yeah, I made it.
I need to get the duct tape out and tape the landing gear back on there, but we're good.
Hey, I might have a flat tire. As long as I can get off the ground, I'm all right. Okay, so... Well, you're the leader for today.
All right.
So, once again, you take the lead. Tim, you follow him, and I'll bring up the pass so we can kind of keep an eye on each other.
Oh.
Uh-oh, that don't sound good.
No.
All right, Tim, aboard. Are you still rolling?
I'm good, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Just, I hit my prop.
I didn't make the trees.
Oh, you did. All right, I'm gonna bring it back around.
Come back around the circle.
Yeah, one thing about the Bonanza is, as fast and sporty as it is, you still gotta respect it.
Yep.
Because she will get away from you. With a Cessna is a lot more forgiving in your movements. Bonanza is, you kind of gotta, you enjoy it, but be afraid of it too.
Yep.
Because it looked like on takeoff you was doing pretty good. All right, I see you on the ground.
I think I just clipped them.
Is that you taking off again?
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know if it's going to make. I've just got no speed.
Well, that prop pitch has to be all the way forward.
Looking good. Looks like you're going to clear it. Nope, at the trees.
There you go.
All right, you made it. Just make sure that your pitch isn't too up according to your speed. You got your flaps all the way up?
Yep. Yeah, they are now.
All right, if you can go ahead and climb, you might want to climb.
I've only got 60 knots. I'm gone.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so when I'm just gonna circle that strip again. So before you take off, have full flaps. Put full throttle in before you release the brakes, and then take off. And then once you get airborne, make your angle of attack on takeoff enough to where you can clear the tree lines, but not to the point where you lose altitude, because you need every speed, so much power you can.
Yeah, you'll need one stage of flaps taken off. I would not try to do full flaps and take off.
See that I do on
you do full flaps?
Yeah, on these shorter ones.
You're really limiting yourself with speed on that end as far as versus lift, because if you can get yourself up to speed, then even having a single stage, you're going to be able to pull back on the yoke and be able to get yourself off the ground quicker.
That's very true. I do full flaps just so that I can take off at a slower speed, and I could And then, but as soon as I'm off the ground, gear is coming up, and I'm already going second notch of flaps.
Yeah. So second, well, my thought process on that, especially in these little mountain flying, small GA stuff like this, getting the speed up so you can, and this is a method that I've used many times, getting my speed up enough where I can get up to the right above treetop level and maintain that level to gain my speed the rest of the way to be able to climb out. I'm not necessarily trying to climb straight up and out right off the hit, if that makes sense.
Right, as long as you're clearing terrain, that's all that matters to get out of the hole.
Yeah. So the method that you're using would probably work better with that method, being that you can keep a level altitude to get rid of your flaps and gain speed at the same time versus the way I was explaining it, I guess. But hey, it's the each their own if that's how you fly. But of all the bush flying and people I've ever bush flying, I've not seen anybody use full flaps to take off, even in regular GA flying.
I'm gonna try that on the next one.
Yeah,
it just seems like when I'm at one notch of flaps on these shorter runways, like by the time I get to like 75, which is first notch of flaps takeoff speed, I feel like I'm not going to make the treetop coming over.
Yeah.
So that's why I go full, so I can know I can get up over it faster. It'll just be slower.
You could do 2 if that airplane is requiring that from you. You could do the second stage there, but I would not do full. It just I feel that it's just holding you back. Is that what you're doing there, Tim? Are you running full flaps on takeoff?
One
stage? Okay. Yeah, I wonder if yours are kind of setting. I'm not sure. The other thing I like to do, taking off, I'll add a little nose down pressure on the controls to help kind of keep that keep the pressure down and keep that airplane where it gains speed on the ground.
Okay, that makes sense. Versus trying to let the plane fill itself up or lift itself.
Yeah, it's constantly want to lift anyways because you have it set in takeoff configuration with the flaps and your trim. So if it's already set up that way, using that a little bit to keep the nose, to keep the speed up, to gather the speed a little quicker on the ground is another technique.
Makes sense.
Yep. Especially on a shorter one.
Tim, you up with us?
Yeah, I got you both in front of me.
All right, cool.
Nice. I was going to ask you, Robbie, do you use the pitch after you get up and get the airplane kind of leveled out? Do you pull back on the pitch a little, pay attention to temperatures and all that?
Below 5,000, I'm pretty much full on everything. Oh, I'm going right under you.
Gotcha.
I'll be off to your left here.
I see you.
I need to give you some more time to get back in front. I don't want to lose Tim. Yeah, so on takeoff, once I'm airborne, it's gear up, get a little bit of speed, flaps up, and then I pitch for pretty much stability at that point, and then I just kind of go based off terrain.
Yeah.
So I pretty much want to make sure I got enough power to get around or whatever I need to get over, and then I kind of throttle and pitch from that point.
Okay. Yeah, that's what makes flight sim so great, man. I have to say that is everybody, I would say flies their own way, but everybody has different techniques and what they've been experienced or exposed to as far as when flying. You know what I mean? It all works out. It's just it comes down to those personal experiences, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, I mean that's one thing I like about simulation. You know, I know a lot of people might look at this as, oh, it's just a game, and that's fine. You can look at it however you want to. Like if you get in a flight sim and you're doing doomsday, yeah, that's pretty much a game. But for the things that we're doing, like bush trips and stuff, this is a sim, and I'm always learning and wanting to learn more and more of, you know, how to better do this thing here. You know.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
You know what makes I tell you what, the bush flying thing really kind of excites me about it. It makes me. You ever seen the movie Iron Eagle, the very first one?
Oh, those are one of my
favorite. When they're flying they're flying the airplane through the valleys and the canyons and all that. It really makes me have like the flashback when I watched that, and how impressed I was with the control, and you know, with the smoke on underneath the airplane and all that. Yeah, that was such an epic thing.
Yeah, that was, man.
But that control that guy that they did in that movie of, you know, flying the airplane in that fashion, just really kind of, I think about that sometimes, and like when I'm bush flying, I'm like, you know, having that total axis control like that, you know, versus just flying straight in. I got to have a perfect approach and all that other, you know, I kind of throw all that out the window and make it all work.
Well, yeah, I mean, and that's what bush trip to me is all about. I mean, when it comes to bush trip flights, there are a lot of things that you would be taught like in school. You have to throw it out the window because there's so many other things that you have to worry about when you're out here in these type of terrains. You can't make approaches at this speed or at this, you know, have first notch of flaps, and you might have to come in with full flaps and then drop flaps right at the last minute. So and it keeps you on your toes, and it just teaches you really how to fly the aircraft that you fly.
Yeah. Do you use the slip maneuver?
Oh yeah, I do it all the time.
Do you practice it at all? Do you ever?
Yeah.
I love going to like 5,000 or 6,000 feet and then just shutting the power down, full flaps, pitch the nose, pitch it to the right, you know, or the left, and then just drop a bunch of altitude.
Yeah,
you know.
I stay doing that.
Yeah.
And I slip. I normally most of my slip practices are in heavier winds, so like heavy crosswinds is where I slip the most.
Okay, all right.
Like I was where was I at? I was flying somewhere. I think I was down in New Mexico off the coast somewhere. And I mean, I had real weather on, and the winds was like 18, almost 20 knots to the west of the field. And I mean, taking off, you know, I was climbing like a rocket, and when I came back around, I was, you know, way too high. I was probably already at like 2,000, 2,500 feet at midfield. And so when I came around for my base, I just slipped it and just dropped it down. Like I dropped it down to like 800-900 feet within a matter of seconds, and I was able to bring it back in. And, you know, well, I had to crab it, of course, but I like doing it with that because it helps.
Yeah. Yeah, getting the feel of the airplane, what it's doing. That I think that's like awesome.
We've got a massive monsoon just happening. I've got to get the washing in.
Wait,
let's see.
Huh?
What?
I'm confused. What's going on, Tim?
I've got a monsoon outside. I've got to get the washing in, and my wife will kill me.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to try and
All right. Well, we'll be here. We'll wait for you.
Speaking of doing the maneuver, I'm doing it now to drop down here to get to this airport.
Yep, I got you.
So it's down to your right there. I don't know if you're able to see that.
I think I got it in my scope here. Right off to my right here.
Let's.
I think
500.
Well, it's around the corner here. Do you know that? Hold on, we're maybe this is a 1.5 away from it.
Oh, I see it, but I don't see it. I'm looking for it.
I think I have. Yeah, I got visual. I believe what I think it is. Yeah, here it is, right?
Right. Been heading on 090.
You're on 090. Okay, runway. I might have to come and get you. I got the runway. I'm right behind you.
Copy.
I'm gonna do a touch and go to go get Tim.
Copy.
Oh, run right into you. My bad.
No, you're good, man. I came in a lot slower there than I needed to.
Okay. Skip that touch and go. I'm gonna have to turn around. Okay, what is your heading right now?
There you go, Tim. You're right. Come to your left, Tim. Look to your left. Hardcore left, down, low.
Oh, yep. We got you.
Oh, I think I see it.
Yeah, we are to your left.
Right. It's going to be on the right now.
Yeah, this one's one of the little tricky kind of hidden over here.
Yeah, I almost passed it up. 'Cause I was looking at it on Navigraph. I'm like, okay, I see it. But then I didn't. And then it popped up. It almost looked like you might be better just continuing on and giving yourself enough time to lose some altitude over this mountaintop to your right and swinging right, kind of doing like a S maneuver around, if that makes sense.
Yeah. So, I see you now. I see it.
We're rooting for you. Oh, you can try to make straight in from that point?
Try.
Woo! Yeah, you should be able to. Just make sure you have to figure out how to kill a lot of that speed coming down to that angle. Looks awesome though.
Prop all the way back and then side flip and then kind of make sure your nose is up where you're just flipping all the way to the ground. You lose your speed. That's how I would do it. It does look cool though.
Yeah, I mean that was a beautiful descent right there coming over that mountaintop, man.
Yeah, I just got a little too much speed right there.
Brake.
Nice, got too much speed.
Oh dear. Oh, some houses out here.
Yeah, it's a difficult little deal when you're out here like this. I've seen a lot of people fly a whole bunch, have a bunch of hours on flight sim. You get them out here in the bush, and they just fall apart.
But see, that's the thing. A lot of people just fly up here, put it on autopilot, and then just let it roll. You're not really flying the plane. Like, you don't know what your plane is capable of doing. You know its limitations.
Robbie, you get a second. Check. It's still uploading. I posted in the clips and highlights clip of the last runway. I think it was there we landed at last airport.
Oh, where I did the skippity skop.
No. My entry, and I was telling you about my approach how I kind of dip below to lose speed. It's a perfect video
I
for
gotcha.
that. Should be done right about now.
I just popped in here. Let me see.
Try to. Oh, let's see.
That airplane startup sound is like it is wild, man.
All right, so Alpha Yankee Golf Mike is the next one. It's only 4 miles away. Let's just skip that one and go Alpha Yankee Bravo Yankee. It's 9 miles away.
Okay.
And we'll be heading east again. Yeah, I got a video of the startup. I love that. Love hearing it.
Yeah, it sounds amazing. All right, I'm gonna go first 1 notch of flaps this time around.
Yep.
Tim, it's all on
1
you.
knot.
Okay.
Not too bad.
I think flying up this valley might be the easiest way here.
$500.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, next one's elevation is roughly 5,800 feet.
Copy. Man, that 182 is smoking.
I'm running about 110 knots.
Really?
Yeah. 110, 115. I'm just trying to keep I'm trying to climb a little bit because our airport is off my nose, probably about to the left, about 5 degrees. But, you know, obviously with the train here, I'm trying to just gradually climb up over the top.
Gotcha. I'm trying to keep both of you guys in my scope so nobody gets lost here.
Right? Yeah. I apologize if I'm running off and leaving anybody there.
Oh no, you're fine.
Yeah. You're gonna want to come to your left at some point there, both of you guys. I don't know if you
Yeah,
can
I
see
see
me
you.
on your left. Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah.
got you right in front of me. Tim, you're gonna have to turn. Let's say heading of 110.
Airport heading, if you're interested in that. 70.
Copy on the heading.
Yeah, 07. That
So it's off our 12 o'clock, pretty much. That's pretty much off our 12.
it's right on our nose. Yep.
What's that? What was that? Wyobo or something like that? Yabo?
Alpha Yankee Bravo Young. It's not really giving me name. Cantoon. I'm not sure that is.
Okay, well, cause I got one coming off the nose here. It's not giving me any runway numbers, but I see you.
Yeah.
I just had Tim in front of me. He's
All right. Airport. When you top the ridge, there's gonna be down in this little valley
500.
here. Gonna follow the ridge to the left and then circle around to the right. Can you see it down there on your left-hand side? My right wing is pointing at it right now.
I'm looking.
500.
I'll circle in for it so you can see.
I think I see it on my. If I'm looking at the same thing, then I know where we at. Is that you going over? Wait, hold on. I see you.
Yeah. I'm circling in for. I'm gonna make a right. I'm gonna right base right now.
All right. Got you. I see Tim. I got you and Tim. Tim's right behind you.
Heck yeah. That's awesome.
All right, I got the field.
Uh-oh, damn.
I think I'm doing a wrong way onto the airfield.
Yeah, you just got to work on your approach speed. That's all that was right there. If you were just wound up just a little bit more,
500.
probably about 5 to 10 miles, you probably would have greased that in there. You had a good approach there.
Yeah, I think because I just don't know when the airport's coming up.
Yeah, that's
Like
tough,
cruising,
man.
I'm at cruise speed, and then it's like there.
There's no glass cockpit in that thing at all. There's no map settings on the dash there. I thought there was something you could use the G1000 in it, right?
No, well, I built a sim that you sit in, so I've just got a steam gauges in front of me.
Oh, okay. You got a built sim. Okay. So you don't have all the stuff on the screen, is what you're saying.
Yeah, it's hidden behind my air shield and
Okay.
front.
Do you have multiple screens or just one?
Yeah, I've got 355s.
355s. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I played on 350s there for a while. Well, with Flight Sim, you could always add that fourth monitor and use that for your stuff. You could use what they call an Android emulator. That would be kind of cool and use Sim. Yeah, it's too powerful. I'll have.
Well, I mean, if you just want to throw a few, and we just work it here and
Yeah.
there, it don't have to be all at one time.
Yep. Nope. I see it now. I'm gonna have to do it that way because there's too many. All right, you guys ready?
Yep.
Scooch around here.
Awesome sound.
Oh yeah, that looks cool.
I'm gonna swing out a little bit wide so Tim can go ahead and get in between us again.
Yeah, no problem. Let's.
We fly together, we die together.
Right.
Sim boys for life.
Right. So this one may be a little difficult to get to with the elevation here. See how this works out.
500.
I might have to do some zigzagging to get up some elevation here.
That's cool seeing both of you guys. Off to my left here.
Guess dive this way here because I don't think we're gonna make that mountaintop.
I stalled, I think.
500.
What's that?
Stalled.
Stalled out. Yeah, that's a tough climb there. Gotta be really on the controls there.
It'll probably be best after taking off, instead of making that sharp left, just kind of take a wide approach around these because there's like 1, 2, looks like 3 tops that you would have to clear. Are you spawning back down at the airfield, Tim?
I'm gonna spawn at the where you're going to, I think.
Alpha Yankee Romeo November.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you want, we can, you know, if you want to go down there, we'll hit one more and just call it, because there was only like one more anyway, 2 more anyway, so call it there. And Robbie, if you're on some more tonight, man, I'm gonna fly some more with you if you want. If not, you know, it's up to you. Let me know.
I think I'm in for a little. Let's see, 11:45.
We could do a Bahamas trip. Oh man, I forgot to tell you about that. So, this trip that I've got, and we've ran it. It is, and we took the Vision Jet and went down there, and it was challenging to get that thing stopped. I mean, it's a nice small airplane, but it is challenging to get it stopped on some of those runways down there.
That one actually has reverse thrust on it.
I don't know. I don't think I've ever tried it.
Hey, we got an Aussie simmer out here at 34,000.
Yeah, I see him. He up there with the autopilot on.
Yeah, cruising, collecting miles.
Yeah, he's like, look at this. Man, this 182 is just incredible, man. It is just a blast to fly, and then the moment I start doubting it, it just performs, you know.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and again, that angle of attack is so important, you know, especially when you're trying to climb or something. It's not too aggressive, but it, with a little bit of trim and a little bit of nose, it does what it's supposed to do.
That was the whole reason why I downloaded it. I'm like,
Yeah.
if I'm gonna do any Cessna, it's got to be that one.
Yeah. Here we come, Tim.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch you come in. Are you going to be landing towards me?
I believe so. I'll have to see when I get down there where you're at exactly. See if I can zoom in. What's the wind saying for us here? Nothing.
Right now I'm getting a 2 knot headwind
Yeah.
out of probably about 250. No, 26 roughly.
Airport in sight. Oh, you spawn at the bottom side of the runway there. So we'll be flying over the back of you, over in front of you there, Tim.
Yeah, I can't see anybody yet.
Yeah, I'm coming over you in about 2 seconds.
I'm not too much further behind.
Almost like butter. What happened? The hell?
Did you roll off?
No, I just looked away for a second. I was looking over at my stat over here, and I looked over again. I'm like, oh shit, I forgot to put the parking brake on. What was this? Such a good landing, too.
500.
You know, being down here now, it doesn't look like it's elevated as much as I thought it was, but whatever. You want to do one more? Or?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm cool for one more.
Oh, yeah.
A little better on that one.
I'd say.
On that one, I try to control my my speed with prop this time,
Yeah.
just to see if it makes that much more of a distance. Don't you hit that tree? All right, cool.
All right.
Where are we at? Oh, I'm just looking on the big
Let's
map.
go to Alpha Yankee, Quebec, Bravo. About 4 miles. It's going to be to our west, southwest. Get out of here. I accidentally pulled my mixture out there. Oh.
Uh-oh. Look like everybody's struggling to come up over that. What's going on?
Yeah, it's elevation issue right there. That's tough.
I collided with you.
Collided with what?
Collided with your aircraft.
With my aircraft?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, looked like he nicked you from underneath.
I don't think in flight sim you can collide with other aircraft. You sure you wasn't the ground?
No, it was you.
I don't think you can collide with other people in there in this game.
Let's see if I can go back. I'm not too
Yeah,
far
I
from
don't.
there, but
Yeah. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't. That's the whole thing of a flight sim. You can't run into each other. I don't know.
500.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that was tough getting out of there. If you had low speed, that was definitely playing it. All right, this other one's right here below us here. Yeah. A left downwind here.
just left of the river there.
Yep. I'm a blend.
Well, you gotta know too that being above 5,000 feet, you gotta lean that mixture out to get more power.
Yep. All right. Kamikaze this runway. It's the last one. Why not?
All right, I'm gonna see if I can do the same thing you're doing. Gotta try to find it first. I see you. Oh Jesus. Tim, you back there with us?
Yeah, I can see Castor in front of me, and he's a lot lower.
500.
Got it. God, love that.
Okay.
Love the control.
Yep.
This
I
air.
see it.
We gotta fly these next time. Next flight we do somewhere, Robbie.
Yeah.
These are so much fun.
I gotta get my thing set up. All right, I see Tim down there on a kamikaze. Uh-oh.
Oh, I'm not gonna make that.
Yeah, you might have to go around on that one. You came in like a jet. Butter. That was the best landing yet.
Save the best for last, as they say.
Yeah, that wasn't too bad. I slipped that one all the way in, and I had full throttle, full prop out. From where you're at, I would throttle everything off, pull everything back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good, great advice.
And see with air runways like this, it really throws you off because it's an incline, so you have to adjust for that.
And you can knock off a lot of speed that way too.
Yeah, you can.
My speed.
You lost it.
I landed like a helicopter.
I mean, you didn't blow up.
No, it's let me carry on. Okay, guys, I'm gonna have to call that a day. My wife's just phoned me, so I think she's on her way home.
I understand
that.
that. Yes, sir.
That.
It was fun flying with you, Tim.
Yeah, Tim, nice meeting you, man.
Yeah, cool.
You have a good one, man, and we'll catch up with you on the next one.
Yeah, nice one. Thanks a lot, guys.
Yes, sir.
Bye.
Take it easy.